United Arab Emirates, or UAE, brings food assistance to Egypt. Through the UAE, the equivalent of 30 million meals has been distributed to over 504,000 low-income and disadvantaged people in Egypt. The packages, which contain 1 month's supply of cooking oil, sugar, rice, and flour, were delivered by the Egypt Food Bank, 928 local charitable groups, and the Food Banking Regional Network. This is part of the UAE's 100 million meals campaign that was initiated before Ramadan, which began on April 12 this year. It consists of 385,000 donors across 51 nations. Food aid has been provided to 30 beneficiary countries in Africa, Asia, Europe, the Middle East, and South America. The United Arab Emirates is a recipient of the Shining World Leadership Award for Good Governance and the laureate of Shining World Leadership Awards for Peace, Environment Protection, and Compassion. Kudos the United Arab Emirates, all generous donors, and others involved for your love in action. May our world flourish in abundance and kindness, with everyone enjoying life's basic comforts in the overflowing kindness of Allah.
Scientists in Denmark explore the universe's primordial state. Researchers from the University of Copenhagen in Denmark recently performed an experiment to investigate the initial state of matter that existed after the Big Bang. By colliding lead particles together at almost the speed of light, they witnessed that a kind of perfect liquid was created called quark-gluon plasma, which flows more easily than any other liquid known. The research indicates that the primal state of the universe after the Big Bang was like a giant soup of highly fluid liquid, which then cooled into subatomic particles such as protons and neutrons. Our appreciation, University of Copenhagen scientists, for your fascinating research into the remarkable universe in which we reside. In heaven's blessings, may your studies spark curiosity in many, leading to a deep spiritual quest beyond the physical realm.
Coalition safeguards rainforests in Belize. After decades of efforts, a partnership including environmental groups such as the Nature Conservancy, foundations, and universities has successfully preserved over 930 square kilometers of rainforest in Belize. Among the world's last existing untouched rainforests, the Belize Maya Forest boasts significant tropical biodiversity. Its vast, lush woodlands, savanna, and wetlands are home to 200 varieties of trees, over 400 species of birds, jaguars, ocelots, and more. The area is a key nature ecosystem as well as an important carbon reserve to counter climate change, making its preservation vital. A heartfelt round of applause for the Nature Conservancy and all joining in safeguarding the irreplaceable Belize Maya Forest and its precious inhabitants. May all flora and fauna thrive as we cherish life in every form in God's benevolence.
Moderna to provide COVID vaccine to vulnerable individuals through COVAX program. In partnership with Switzerland-based Gavi, the Vaccine Alliance, the pharmaceutical company Moderna has agreed to supply up to 500 million doses to underprivileged people in low and middle-income nations by the end of next year. The plan is to ship 34 million this year and 466 million in 2022. Following its global access pledges, the company is offering its lowest tiered price for the United Nations-supported COVAX program, which is also being assisted by Sweden's donation of 1 million doses of the AstraZeneca vaccine. Our gratitude, Moderna, Gavi, the Vaccine Alliance, Sweden, COVAX, and the United Nations. In divine grace, may thoughtful and caring actions quickly put an end to the global pandemic.
Children voluntarily give up slingshots to protect birds in India. On World Environment Day, June 5th, Anand Reddy, the Indian Forest Service or IFS Assistant Conservator of Forest of West Nashik, initiated an endeavor called the Slingshot Surrender Campaign to persuade the youth of Nashik village in western India to conserve forest birds. Together with his green team, IFS officer Reddy worked relentlessly even to rains to encourage youngsters to empathize with avians and have them pledged not to hurt birds again. Children then shared this important information with others, carrying banners around the village to raise awareness about protecting birds. The benevolent movement resulted in over 590 slingshots being surrendered from 68 villages. Thank you, caring IFS officer Anand Reddy, Green Team, and all youth involved for your kind efforts. May compassion be the foundation of our shared future with our loving animal co-inhabitants in the wisdom of God.
Leading kids yogurt brand in United Kingdom creates its first plant-based option. Petits Filous, which operates under the global major franchise Yoplait, has debuted a line of almond milk-based yogurts after receiving increased requests from parents for non-dairy yogurt. The delectable item is available in its popular raspberry flavor in Tesco stores. Joanna Goodman, head of marketing at Petits Filous, stated, "In recent years, we've seen an increase in families seeking dairy-free alternatives, either due to intolerances or simply as a lifestyle choice. Giant dairy product manufacturers such as Danone, Müller, and Meadow Foods are also now providing vegan-friendly yogurt options. Our praises, Petits Filous, for your new compassionate yogurt offerings. In celestial light, may all companies awaken to the sanctity of life and pave the road towards a brilliant vegan future."
Detection dogs participate in rescue operation after condo collapse in United States. When a beach from condominium building in Surfside, Florida, partially collapsed and many people were trapped, Florida Task Force 3, including personnel from Tampa Fire Rescue, was deployed for the mission. It included a 4-member trained dog team, and altogether over 20 canines were working in shifts at the site. Firefighter Brittany Bishop and her partner named Force, a 3-year-old black Labrador who is trained to sniff live scent, diligently took on a 12-hour shift for the recovery efforts. Our warm salutes, all searchers, human and canine, for your dedicated service. May the survivors quickly recover and those who passed on in these saddening events be sheltered by heaven's tender embrace.